This is it, guys. Finally, we're about to start doing some animation exercises. So this is the beginning of the 51 great animation exercises to master. This is an article I found by J.K. Ricky, and I'll have a link to this list in the description section. So let's just talk about this before I even get started. I found this list because ultimately I wanted to get better at animation. There's a lot that I learned when I was in school, but because I stopped animating for about 6 or 7 years now, I decided I needed to understand the fundamentals and understand the basics. So you're on this journey with me, and we'll be learning all these great exercises and concepts together to become better animators for whatever you might need. So this is animation exercise number 4, and you might be wondering what happened to animation exercises number 1 and 2 and 3. I use those animation exercises or examples in the 12 principles of animation. So please check out my other videos to see those. I'll show you a quick shot of those 3 animations right now. So you got the ball bounce in place with a loop. You also have the ball bounce across the screen, and then you have a ball with a tail. Now, even though there's going to be 51 key exercises on this list that was created by J.K. Ricky, I actually added some things to this list, and I also reorganized some things. So my list is actually going to be different from her list, but if you want to just skip ahead, please go check out that website. Like I said, link in the description. Alright, let's get started. Today's exercise is a brick falling from a shelf onto the ground. Now, when I first was given this exercise, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it, because it seems kind of boring, but it's going to be a test, because you know that you can't use a lot of squash and stretch on a brick. So the first thing I'm going to do is go look for just some visual reference before I start animating. I don't know if other animators do this. I think they do, because I do remember that I took an acting for animation class, and a lot of people were like, or I'm sorry, my teachers, my professors were like, you might have to act it out yourself before you actually start drawing it. You might have to record yourself doing it. You might have to take pictures of yourself. So it's good to have visual reference. So let's, whoops, why the hell would I ever go to explore? Let's go to Google. Okay, so that's a falling brick. Apparently this is animation reference. This is cool. Oh, damn. I like that. So I'm going to use this reference from a low setting. It dropped onto concrete and the brick shattered. Alright, let's go with it. So when I started working on this animation, as you can see, I created a scene for it because I didn't want just like one single shelf with this single brick on it, which I could have done something more, but for the sake of time I just went ahead and did that. I didn't actually draw a lot in this animation. I want to concentrate on getting the rotation down that I saw in the reference. So this is me just kind of checking out the timing and seeing what I can create just to get the overall feel of the animation. And once I decided that I liked the arc that I created with the brick falling, I wanted the brick to shatter, but I wasn't really sure how to display that, so I tried to draw individual brick pieces. And then I decided that something should cause the brick to fall, and I went with the idea of a ball kind of entering the scene. And I did a really exaggerated frame there. Like, no ball is going to stretch that much, but when you animate something and you use that much of an exaggeration, it kind of helps with the emphasis of the effect. Because I felt like for the animation, even though it's just an exercise, I wanted to at least say, oh, why did this brick fall? Because a ball hit it. And then once I drew the ball, I was like, the ball is going to affect where the brick, how the brick is going to react. So I felt like it was too easy, so I needed to extend where the brick fell. And then I decided I didn't like the original way I drew the cracked brick, so I restructured how I drew the brick. And then of course, even though I don't show it here, I did keep referencing how the brick split apart in the reference, and I tried to work on that aspect of it to make it read better. And overall, it only took me about maybe 45 minutes to get all of these frames down. Okay, so that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if this is helpful to you, or if you plan to do this. Also, in the comments, let me know what you guys plan on doing for your exercise number 4 of a brick falling from a shelf. Please check back next week where I'll be showing a looping flour sack wave. Basically, the next several animation exercises we're going to do is going to show minimal character animation. See you next week.